Hey, what's up, guys? This is David Chase Taylor of 911truther.org. Today is October 9th of 2025. So, based on breaking news and events, it appears that CIA headquarters, located beneath CERN at Lake Geneva in Switzerland, has once again greenlit the assassination of Donald J. Trump um, for the date of October 10th of 2025. Most likely surrounding his semi-annual physical at the Walter Reed um, National Military Medical Center in Bethesda, Maryland. So, according to breaking news today on October 9th, Donald J. Trump will undergo a semi-annual physical, despite the fact that he just took a physical um, roughly 6 months ago. And this likely has to do with the fact that he was diagnosed with venous insufficiency back on July 17th of 2025, which is the cause. He is basically the CIA is targeting Trump on a regular basis with a direct energy related weapon. This can cause bruising, bone breaks. Energy weapons are extremely powerful. They are they are local, but they are currently orbiting above us in NASA satellites and NATO satellites, and they have extremely precise lasers that can go, infrared lasers that can go through buildings, through any material, and they are targeting him. So I believe that this physical was scheduled because he is trying to be proactive with his health, and he is trying to make sure that nothing is wrong with him. So, regardless, Trump is going to be departing the White House at exactly um, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on October 10th, and then he will go by Marine One to Walter Reed Medical Center across the Potomac in Bethesda, Maryland. As with most CIA assassination plots targeting Trump these days, they are going to be in a three-tiered system. And it appears that the date of October 10th is exactly the same. So the first attack or assassination event that is likely going to take place on October 10th, targeting a sitting U.S. president by Switzerland via her proxy state of Israel and her Mossad, is going to be a gunman assassination. This is likely going to be executed by an Israeli Mossad member that's going to be subsequently blamed on a member of the United States Armed Forces. Because this will be day 10 of the U.S. government shutdown. U.S. Armed Service members have foregone their first paycheck, and this is, as I stated in a previous video, the shutdown is going to go on as long as Donald J. Trump is president, and until he is murdered, assassinated, arrested, impeached, resigns, or is killed or unalived in some other form or fashion. This government shutdown is not going to end. And case in point, on October 10th, the CIA has apparently developed a three-pronged assassination event targeting Trump. The first being a gunman assassination blamed on a current or former member of the United States Armed Forces. Secondly, I believe that during this physical, Donald J. Trump is going to be diagnosed with a terminal illness. This could be cancer, a tumor, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, Lou Gehrig's disease, some sort of fatal disease or cognitive-related disease, which results in his inability to govern the United States, and subsequent invocation of the 25th Amendment. Number three is there's a possibility that the CIA will claim that Trump had a stroke, a brain aneurysm, or some sort of a heart attack surrounding this physical. They will likely claim that Trump was asked to do certain exercises and that he suddenly had some sort of a medical-related event. So what the CIA is trying to do is to basically stage some sort of a medical-related event so that the POTUS power, the President of the United States power, can be transferred to one J.D. Vance on the date of October 10th. And that is precisely why when former President Joseph R. Biden underwent a colonoscopy at Walter Reed Medical Center a few years ago, the POTUS power was transferred to Kamala Harris, and that is because Trump is going to suffer some sort of medical-related event at Walter Reed Medical Center tomorrow, October 10th, 2025, where the power will be passed to J.D. Vance. The third option is that the CIA, who has tried this on previous occasions, multiple times on previous occasions, will. Marine One, which is the presidential helicopter, is called a Sikorsky. It has a long number, but it's a Sikorsky helicopter, and so they have multiple of these helicopters. The one that the president is not riding in is called a decoy, and so I believe that there's a high possibility that the third option to neutralize Trump will be the last option. So they're going to try to shoot him, then they're going to try to make him suffer some sort of medical-related event, and if he survives that, then they'll get him on the way back, which is going to be he will be picked up with a Marine One helicopter, taken to a discreet off-grid location and tortured probably for years, and then the helicopter that they switch out the real one with will suffer some sort of crash, possibly a collision, possibly some sort of mid-air collision, or some sort of bird strike, or some sort of crash or drone strike or something. And so we saw this foreshadowing of this when Trump was just in the UK a few weeks ago. Marine One suffered an emergency landing due to a hydraulic issue. So they have set up this narrative, and they also staged, if you'll recall, back on January 29th of 2025, they staged a crash between a military helicopter, which Marine One is. That's why it's run by the Marines, and it was I believe a United States Army Black Hawk helicopter crashed with a United Airlines flight over the Potomac River, right outside the White House in Washington, D.C., and while it was executing a continuity of government exercise. And this is no accident, because this crash was designed to foreshadow the notion that a Trump-laden helicopter, namely Marine One, will crash possibly into the Potomac, possibly into another airliner, or possibly into another military aircraft at a later date, in which continuity of government is executed, in which J.D. Vance becomes the 48th president of the United States, because J.D. Vance has been picked to lead the United States against Iran in the aftermath of Trump's assassination. And lastly, coincidentally, the date of October 10th, 2025 marks exactly 28,973 days since Donald J. Trump was born in Queens, New York, back on June 14th of 1946. And of course, the Powerball number of 73, that's 3 sevens, that's the tetragram of Yahweh, 777, which is the highest god in Judaism, which suggests that this assassination is going to be executed by the Israeli Mossad upon orders from Geneva, Switzerland, which is home to the CIA. So obviously, if Trump is neutralized in any form or fashion on the date of October 10th of 2025, I kindly ask that you download this video and share it with local, state, and federal law enforcement, military, and intelligence officials, as well as with local, national, and international media outlets. Peace.